what I heard from my dad's growing up was a lot of it came from my grandma Ina, and she used to come and stay with us every year. Once Leonard and Evelyn took over the farm, and that was her home, of course. She got to being taken around to each of the other households for some time, so that there was a break for Leonard and Evelyn. Yeah, Grandma Ina was a great gal. She had a tough upbringing. I mean, she grew up on, I guess they actually had a little sod hut when she was born. It was a very small home out in the Levis area somewhere, and she had several sisters, and I don't know how many siblings exactly, but I do know that, and I can't even tell you their names except for Georgie. She's the only one I remember.
Her real name, Ina's name was Jacobina, right?
Yeah, Jacobina. And she and her sisters, and I don't know exactly what period of time this was, but they went to Eau Claire to be maids and take care of more wealthy people, and they were maids and servant type people. They didn't work in the house, washed clothes. She talked about how they all went to Eau Claire to find jobs. I don't know exactly how they found their jobs, and I don't know how long they were there, but I do know that that they did do that kind of work. I do also know the story of her getting together with Julian, her husband, and that story is that Julian, needed a wife, and he went to, what is Grandma Ina's maiden name?
Jacobson.
It was Jacobson, wasn't it? And he went to their home, and I think there were 3 sisters and maybe 2 brothers, and he asked the father if he could, marry one of those girls, and he chose one to marry, and that was Grandma Ina. And the story is, and I really think this is true, is that the next time they met, they married. So they didn't have any time to get to know each other, and he took her back to his home place on the farm, which was probably 10, 12, 15 miles from where she had lived originally, or where their home was. And they had 5 boys in like 6 years. I mean, think about that. They just, had children, and of course, part of this whole reason is to get kids to help on the farm. And fortunate for them, they had boys. Until Agnes came along. She was the last one, and she was a bit younger than the last boy. I don't know how much, but